What up, this is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Netflix series Green Eggs and Ham Season 2. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you'd like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. Now, it goes without saying that even though I will not be spilling spoilers here, this review is mainly for those of you, my fellow Green Eggs and Ham fans, who already know what's up. Okay, I adored the previous first season, even though frankly I did not grow up reading any of Dr. Seuss books. But season 1 was fun and wacky, and the rhyming was hilarious, and I couldn't get enough of the odd couple buddy adventure of Guy and Sam. And now that I've watched this entire new season 2, thanks to Netflix by the way, it's well, let me put it this way. While season 2 does retain a lot of what we love about the show and the characters, but the whole action espionage storyline gets a bit overwhelming. That, and for some reason, there's a sort of a Palestine-Israel conflict in the mix, which is even more weird now that Russia has invaded Ukraine. What I'm getting at is the timing of the themes in season 2 is a bit too convenient. Perhaps the writers did not mean to plan it this way, but it does come across as trying too hard to be relevant. I also can't help but wonder if this issue is a tad bit heavy for family audiences. Created by Jared Stern, based on the beloved books by Dr. Seuss, and produced by Warner Brothers Animation, Sam and Guy's adventures continue in an all-new season that takes them around the globe and outside their comfort zones as they get caught between two sides of delicious conflict. Voice starring Adam Devine, Michael Douglas, Diane Keaton, Ilana Glazer, Jillian Bell, Patricia Clarkson, Darren Criss, and narrated by Keegan-Michael Key. There's quite a lot to unpack really in these 10 new episodes. The runtime remains the same, no longer than 24 minutes each, so you can pretty much finish binge watching the whole thing in just one afternoon. But yeah, it's no secret that Sam is looking for his estranged mom, and long story short, he finds her. That's not a spoiler by the way, it's in the trailer. But his mom, Pam, is a spy agent for a country that's duking it out with its neighboring country over something as silly as where they put the butter on their toast. Meanwhile, E.B. meets a potential romantic interest, and Guy got himself a big news announcement. So the episodes are divided pretty evenly among these three journeys, and they eventually converge in a grand scheme of peace versus war. Now, because Sam's mom, Pam, is like a female James Bond, well, that allows for the writers and the animators to go wild and imaginative with her gadgets. They're obviously still within the parameters of silly, but they keep coming at you one after the other after the other. So at first these gadgets are hysterical, but they get old pretty fast. After a while, they put all the comedy into those gimmicks instead of coming up with an effective humor. But there is one pretty heartfelt episode that's very well written, and it aims to fix their broken mother-son relationship. So that's the episode that makes me say, well, maybe season 2 is not so bad after all. Look, I just feel that season 1 was a lot more unrestrained and a lot more jovial, and there was a bit more cohesion between the story and the humor and the life lessons, whereas season 2 is often too bogged down by these aspects that are big and consequential, and they often take away from the character's absurdity, which is supposed to be this show's most appealing quality. Now, don't get me wrong, season 2 is enjoyable and I'd still recommend it, but I wouldn't go so far as to calling it better than season 1.